Friends and neighbors, this is Neil Street back again for the second day in a row, which is nice. Uh, there's a great novel, or short story called "Don't Look Now" by Daphne du Maurier, and I have adopted that title as when I think I'm going to make the second break. I used to look at how much time there was left until the break started, and then I decided, don't look now. Never figure out how much time you have left. Because then you're thinking about that too much instead of the poker itself. So I'll obey that dictum from now on. I won't find out how much time is left. Then I'll just wait for the break to happen if it happens. So I've had a lot of luck this tournament. Uh, my two most memorable hands were one hand where I set hunted. I got dealt a pair of sixes, and six showed up on the flop, and I got a huge pot out of that. And then the other one was where I was dealt aces, and I just pushed people around and still got a big pot. So it's going to start up soon. And so, yeah, the tournament was shedding players at a frenetic pace. So it's I have a good shot of making the next money jump. Right now, I'm in 21st of 28 remaining players of the original 431, and I forgot to give myself enough time to look at my stats, but I'll do that in between times. So Queen 10 suited, I'll go with it. So the money up top, the prize pool is 18.9 million. And the money up top for first place is 1,651,000. So I'm hoping I can make the final table. The next money jump is at 27th place, which will be 174. The next payout's 155, so that's another 19 to get to the 27th place. So I have a good shot of doing that. Good shot at doing that. So I have middle pair, and I've got a flush draw. So he's a big stack. Oh, ho, ho. I hit my flush. Yes, sir. So I'll do a min bet, see what he does. Yeah, he folded, but that popped me up a bit, so now I'm in 16th place instead of 21st. And still waiting for someone to get knocked out so we get that next money jump. Queen Jack, no. Uh, this guy is, well, he's all in, so he couldn't put more in, but I'm still one of the smaller stacks, so I don't want to be reckless. So they split that pot, chop pot. So ace four suited. Again, there are huge stacks acting behind me. So no thanks. Huh. Okay, someone did get the money jump because someone got knocked out. So everyone remaining gets the money jump. So the next money jump. So right now it's at the next payout is 174,000. And if we get up to 18th place, it's 193, so that's another 19,000. So, as I say many times, the money jumps keep getting bigger and bigger. So, I'm just going to be Mr. Meek and just try my laddering up technique. Let the big boys battle it out, knock each other out. So, actually, this is my fifth tournament of the day. And I did, well, I should say really my third, although there's an asterisk because the first two I played, I rebought. So, and I didn't make the money in either one. So so I was 200,000 in the hole from that, and my buy-in here was 50,000. So on the day I wagered 250,000. So to get back to even, and a little bit over even, I actually have to make the final table. So if I ended in ninth, I would have made 9,000 profit on the day. Okay, queens, ladies, lovely ladies. I'll put a bet in here, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just check because what's the sense? If someone has a king, I get out more cheaply. Sometimes what I do is I move my cursor to the left so that there's no chance I would actually click on a call, because the calls are to the right of the checks. So, well, since no one came along, I'll put one bet in at the end. He's thinking. It's either he's going to wait to fold or he's trying to do a value bet, figure out what it should be. Okay, now I popped up to 11th place. So let me fix this interface so we can see who's up top, etc. So I'm in the middle of the pack now, which is good. I don't like to be too up too high or down too low. So I try to fly under the radar of the people above me and try to bully the people below me. And so that's a call. Okay, I have a straight draw here and middle pair, so that's not bad. And this guy's a huge stack, so he could just bully me right off it. So I hit my straight now, but there's a flush draw out there, or a flush draw just made it if he had one. So this is what's called a blocker. Okay, yeah, I'm gone. He's repping that he's got the flush, and I'm not gonna doubt him. You just got to be cagey at the end. Not all the time, but you just I can't always explain why I'm making my decision, but the fact is I've played so much poker over the years that I don't even have to really think too hard about certain situations. I have like mental muscle memory of what to do, and I do it. So it's kind of fun that way. Here's a flush for somebody maybe. So the next money jump is at 18th place. Did I already mention that? Probably did. If not, it's at 193. Oh, so I don't think I mentioned that one because maybe. Anyway, it's another 19K money jump. So I'm just hanging out, chilling. Yeah, I just hate having to readjust this all the time, but I always want to see the amount of chips of the chip leader just for having more information. So when we started, how many do we have? 28? So we've faded 6 players so far. So I have a decent chance of making the final table. Maybe it's about 50-50. Okay, ace queen is unsuited, but this guy's all in. This guy's got a big. They're all the bigger stacks, but you gotta put your chips in sometimes. So if someone comes over the top, I'm gone. Yeah, he went over the top. Oh, he had aces too, so good thing I folded. So that's this person knocked out. So 3 more to go to get to the next money jump. So I bumped down a little on that one. Yeah, the two earlier tournaments where I failed to make the money, I ran into some bad luck. But you're going to. You're going to run into bad luck and you're going to run into good luck. And so you can't take one without the other. You can't expect only one. You can't expect to only have good luck. That's just silly. All right, Ace King, big slick. I'm in with my slickster. And I'll go with it. Hope these guys fold away. Okay, they did. Okay, he's going to put me all in, probably. But I'm going to go with it. Oh, bummer days. Oh, I hit a king on the end. So my bravery was rewarded, or my stupidity was rewarded, whichever way you want to look at it. So now I popped up to 7. So now I have a better chance of making the final table. And I've got a good holding in the big blind, which people don't expect you to have. So I can safely fold this without too much shame. Okay, who's up top again? Okay, 93,000 chips up top. So I've got about a third of that. So Queen 8 suited. No, this guy's behind me. And he's the golden boy. He's the one with 90,000, so fold that. He could just come over the top of me and I'd be done. I didn't know that, but you can't gamble that way. Okay, 4-2, that's no brain cells injured or harmed on that decision. So, and hey, what I really am looking forward to is, and it doesn't happen very often, of course, is getting to heads up. Hey, getting to heads up, you're one of the final two, and that's really fun to play, but it's really hard to get there. I got there one time so far since I started recording, and so this could be the second, but again, I got a little ahead of myself there. It's just that I love heads up so much, and sometimes if you, it sounds silly, but if you have a good frame of mind, it helps you somehow. So my good frame of mind is I'm going to make the final table, then I'm going to ladder up, and we'll see. So right now I'm in the middle still. Okay, I forgot to say the money jump happened. The next money jump is at 15, so that's 212,000. So that's another 29. Sorry, 19. So there's been jumps of 19, 19, 19. And then once you get the final, oh, another big slick. Man, can't make the shit up. Okay, I hit my ace. I'm going to put this guy all in. I didn't put him all in, but he folded anyway. Okay, now I'm in 6th place with 42,000 chips. So I'm feeling all is right in my poker world. I'm in the sweetness right now. Don't want to get out of it. I want to get to that heads up. Yes, sir. Okay, so then once we hit 15, the next money jump will be 12th place. And that is, now that's 21,000 ahead. I mean, money jump. So that finally got off the 19 and popped up a little bit more to 21. Okay, pair of sixes, no thanks. I mean, They're nice, but not nice when you're not in position. If I were in the dealer button, I'd call this at this point because then I'd be up against just two other players. But when you're here, you don't know how many players are going to call. So there's no sense. Okay, so I'll do a check fold because 9-5 offsuit is nothing. Yeah, so this guy's putting himself at risk if anyone calls. Oh, don't you know, as the chip leader. Come on, call him. Knock him out. Call him. Come on, you got a big stack. Call him. Yeah, I talk to the screen sometimes. So this guy won't call him probably either. He's using the small blind. So that's a fold. So did I move up through no fault of my own? Was I 6th before or 7th? Anyway, right now maybe it was 6 still. So I'm really hoping on I need 2 more money jumps. Well, actually 3. The third one would be getting to the final table. So there's 15, 12, and 9 are the next money jumps. And right now the next player to bust out gets 16th place. So 4-3 offsuit. All right, now. So these are 2 of the bigger stacks. This guy's 2nd place and this guy's 1st place position. So yeah, when you have big stacks, they don't always like to tangle. Of course, they do when it's heads up. 7-3 offsuit. So in a way, I've said this before, I'm getting some good hands now, good hands to fold. It's good to have either really crappy hands or really good hands. The middle hands, the fair to middling hands are the harder ones to deal with. So if you've got a crap hand, there's no sense backing it. And you can just conserve your chips. Obviously, there's no way to, you can't just fold everything because of the blinds and the antes. Okay, these are 2 smaller stacks. Maybe they'll go at it. Oh no, he waited. Some people, sometimes they do that. They wait and wait and wait and finally got auto sat out. Oh, there we go. That's the 2nd time I've gotten rockets this tournament. So I'm just going to call. I want to disguise the value of my hand. So I'm just going to call and then I'm going to see if I can go over the top on somebody. All right, well, here's where I go over the top. Actually, okay, you do that, I'll do this. We have about the same amount of chips, so it could be trouble. Well, I'll have 6. I have 6 behind, so I got to go with it. And if he has a 2, I'm done. 95.200. Okay. All right. So now I'm moved up to 5th place, and the next money jump is the 15 hit and the 12 hit. Yeah, people just get shit. Oh my God. Another big slick. I'm getting bitch slapped in the face by the deck. And I love it. Keep slapping me on the face, my deck, I say. All right, so 20,000. Now that's just throwing money away. If I were smart, I'd call this, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. All right, that's a check fold. All right, so 12th place is the next payout, which is 233,000. So if the next money jump is at ninth place for 259, that's 26, and that would get me above. That would get me in the black for the day to get to the final table. Because as I said before, I've already wagered 250,000, and the payout for ninth place is 259. So I would have come out with a profit on the day of 9,000. And I got to do a recording. I love doing recordings. Okay, so we're one away from making the final table, and that's why there's two tables left. But what they do is, if my table finished the hand first, we wait until the other table finishes their hand to get to the next hand. It's called hand for hand play, to make it fair so that people can't just try to stall. There's no stalling on the other table. There's no my table wouldn't start until that table ends. So that's a fold. So I made it to, it says, no, there's only 9 left. So the lights haven't come on yet, but they will shortly. Lights in the 4 corners. And I got into the black on the day, which, that's 9,000 the hard way. Like, you don't want to go down 250,000 and have to make 259 in one tournament to make a profit, but that's just what I did. Oh, this guy got knocked out because this guy hit his flush. So now they're showing the lights, and so a guy got knocked out. So the next place is eighth place. Eighth place pays 295. So I want to just ladder the heck up on this thing. I really want that heads up. All right, that's too rich for my blood. So this guy is actually the new chip leader. And oh wow, 1 through 6. I don't know if you can see the flags. I can see them. 1 through 6 is all people from the U.S. Then this guy's from the UK, and this guy's from Brazil. That's another easy fold with no brain cells harmed. Okay, I just gotta ladder up. Ladder the hell up there. So I know the way I've set up my recordings, I thought it was more important for you to see the players and their chips rather than the money jump. So the money, I just tell you verbally, because I only have so much screen real estate. That's also why I don't have my face showing, because that would take up too much real estate. So that's another easy fold. So I'm in the spot I like to be in. I'm not caboose boy. I'm in the lower third. I'm at the top half of the lower third, well, roughly speaking. If there were 9 players, then that would be true. If I were in 7th, I should say the top third of the lower third. Anyway, that's just silly. All right, so everyone's playing pretty cagely. Everyone wants to ladder up. The person up top isn't throwing his weight around, which is interesting. Well, probably because there's already 3 players over 100,000 chips. So I'm one of the shorties. And that's a fold. Even though it's a pair, it's a fold because I've been out of position. Again, if I were in this seat, if I were the dealer, and these guys had folded, I would have called. But I'm not calling this from this spot. All right, so, oh, don't you know is back on top again. He was the chip leader earlier, and then this person was. So there's kind of swapping places here, first and second. And I moved up to fourth through no fault of my own. So sometimes it's just the way the blinds hit people when they come around. So with 8 players, that means there'll be 6 hands where I don't get a blind out of every orbit, and then the other 2, of course, are the blinds. So yeah, everyone has a fairly decent sized stack. So we're playing some poker. By that I mean it's not just shoving. It's not Neanderthal plays. We're using our little gray cells, as Hercule Poirot always said in the Agatha Christie mysteries. All right, well, he's verging on 200,000 chips, so that's a bit much. Now he'll might maybe start to throw his weight around. Again, one slipped off the screen. There we go. Oh, don't you know is the one. Okay, so now I pop back down to 6th, and this is another fold. Sometimes you got to wait and wait. You don't always have the luxury of waiting, but right now I do because my stack's big enough that I can do a couple of orbits just folding away. Not that I want to do a couple of orbits with no pos one, but if my cards don't merit it, then that's what I'll do, and hope the other people knock each other out. Oh, hey, here's this guy's at risk. He's gonna be gone. Oh, he caught it on the river. Shit. I was hoping he'd be knocked out. Nothing personal. Okay. So now I'm Caboose Boy. Now I have the least number of chips of anybody. So, but you go up and down like in a mangle in this thing, or you hope you get mangled up again. I got mangled down, and it's like I need a hand though. I need some cards. But hell, I've been very lucky to get here, so I've made a nice profit on the day now. So I made 91,000 profit at least. So that's a bit of all right. Yeah, people are pretty cagey. Okay, so this is the next smallest stack, this guy. Or maybe not. No, this. The thing is, they don't update this. They don't update the chip counts here, but these are the current chip counts. Once the hand's over, then they update these ones. So that's a fold too. So it says Mason's in 4th. So yeah, there's 3 big stacks and 4 small stacks. So interesting. The big stacks don't want to take each other out because they know they don't want to bust before and allow the small stacks to ladder up. But sometimes you just can't help it. If you get a good hand, you go with it, and you can get unlucky. So I'm looking like a total wimp here, but this is the way I roll on the final tables. I don't want to back a hand that's marginal. And my stack is big enough so I can still do that. But not for too much longer. So come on, people, knock each other out. Why aren't you listening to my instructions? Actually, there's a poker commentator I really like a lot. His name is Nick Wealthall, and he's got some funny locutions. And one of the ones I like when he says is when someone has a draw, when they flop a flush draw or a straight draw, and then hit it on the turn, he calls that immediate service. And he's the one who does the commentary on the Sunday Million on PokerStars. I don't know if he still does because I watched the videos online that are from some years ago, like 2012, 13, and 14. I know that there still is the Sunday Million tournament. I just don't know if he's still doing the commentary for it on the final table. So I got put into this. I'm in the big blind here, so I'll check. Top pair. But seven's not with two other cards coming. Top pair isn't so good here, but it's better than middle pair or bottom pair. Oh, he's going to put me to the test. Am I going to fail or am I going to succeed? He's repping an overpair, and I'll believe him. Oh, good. We'll get to see what he really had. Oh, he had an ace-6. So this guy got knocked out, so I did get a money jump. So I caboose boyed up one spot. So the next payout is sixth place for 403,000. Yes, sir. So being a wimp can pay off, baby. Wimp on this one too. So that money jump to 6 is an additional $62,000 play dollars. So now I'm wondering if can I buy hook or crook? Can I get up to that heads up spots? Probably not, but I'm gonna try. So now there's 4 big stacks and 2 small stacks. Actually, this one's not even a small one. This is a medium stack. So there's 4 bigs, a medium, and a small, a shorty. I'm the shorty, but maybe they'll get into a ruckus. All right now, what's the big blind at? The big blind is currently at 8K. So I can't be doing my waiting game as much as I was doing earlier. So I just got to go with God when I get a good hand, if I get one. I'll know it when I see it, I think. And if I don't see it, I didn't get one. So give me one, dealer. That's not it. But again, thanks, dealer, for giving me crap that I know that I have to fold. I like that part. I either want crap or the goods, an English expression for having the goods are how to describe it? Being in the catbird seat, I guess, when you know you're going to win. A poker term for it is the nuts. So the nut flush is an ace-high flush. Although the true nut flush is a straight flush, because a straight flush will beat an ace-high flush unless the ace-high is a royal flush. Okay, that's a fold. It's fold or shove territory, and if I don't see something I want to shove, I'm going to fold it. This I didn't think quite came up to snuff. All right. Someone's going all in. All right. Someone could get knocked out. Oh, yes. He was all in. He got knocked out. Money Jump City. So now I'm getting at least fifth place money, which is 502,000. So that's over half a mil in play money. So I'll check this if it comes around to me. All right, I'll put it in. Heads up, a pair of aces is great. I'm going to put it all in. Gimme. 81%? 100% on the turn. He was drawing dead. When you're drawing dead, it means a turn card, a river card is coming, but it can't help you before it even arrives, you know. All right, so I popped up to 3. I'm in the middle. I a little closer to making the final table. I'm excited if you can't tell, but I'm sure you can tell. All right, that's a Doyle Brunson hand. He's the poker player who won the World Series of Poker main event twice with a holding of 10 deuce. Actually, one year, one of the times it was a suited one, but I still calling it a Doyle Brunson. His nickname was Tex Dolly because someone once saw his name and it was maybe his handwritten, so he thought it said Dolly instead of Doyle. Doyle is Doyle. Or maybe the person was dyslexic. I don't know. But it stuck. He's Tex Dolly or Texas Dolly. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he was one of the best poker players ever. And he wrote a book about how, talking about all his strategy and basically giving away his secrets. And a lot of people read the book and became much better poker players because of it. It was called Super System. So that's a fold. Okay, I'm Caboose Boy in fifth. But now there's one huge stack, one large stack, and 3 small stacks. So, oh, don't you know, it looks like he's definitely on track to make the heads up and on track to probably win. But you never know. You just never know. All right, I'm chattering away and I'm not paying too much attention to the poker, but you don't need to when you're in shove and fold. That's a fold. So basically everything's a fold until you see something that makes your eyes light up. If your eyes don't light up, fold. So my eyes didn't light up at a queen deuce offsuit. They said, Pcha. No, not going to back that crap hand. All right, is anyone going to go risk? So this guy's the next one up from me. No, next 2 up from me. So really, if they wanted to, the 1 and 2 players could silently collude to just make bets that put all 3 of us smallies all in, and then agree silently not to call each other, not to raise each other up, just to force us to have the blinds eat us up or to go with our hand, not knowing whether we could win. All right, so this guy was brave. He just doubled up through one of the big stacks. So now there's 1 huge stack, 2 middle stacks, and 2 small stacks. Wait, I'm not counting up correctly because there's only 5 players. Okay, there's 1 big stack, 2 medium stacks, and 2 small stacks. And this is putting color in my cheeks. If he goes, oh good, he didn't go over the top of me. So I see a free card. I don't know why he's not going over the top of me. Bless him. He's giving me another card to look at. Didn't help me. Oh, did it? Let's see. Oh, I looked for a second. I thought I had a straight. So he must not have an ace. Oh, he did have an ace. And he had a 9. He got that one on the river. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Okay, now I'm less than half of the number of chips of the next player up from me, so my course is almost run. But it's been fun. I'm serious. It's been fun and real. I'm not giving up completely, but I I know I won't get to heads up. Maybe I'll get one more money jump if I'm lucky. Yeah. No. I was backing the wrong person. I saw that it put the other guy all in. Okay, so now I'm going with God. So what I'm going to do is shove, and maybe that'll get one or two players to fold. I'm hoping. I hope these two fold and I'm up against this guy. Okay, got one fold. Fold, baby, fold. And now I see the good or bad news this guy's holding. He's 27% to win, so oh shit. he look, he got trip sixes. Well, that's all she wrote for me for now, for today. But I got a payout of over $500,000 play dollars. And it's been really fun, really real. And I shall see you all later.